Hey, happy 4th of July. Welcome to the channel, The Pop Enthusiast. I am Paul, and this is my nephew,
Caleb.
Thank you for joining us on this day, the 4th of July, to celebrate fireworks, maybe some hot dogs and hamburgers. We're going to have some a little bit later.
Steak.
We got steak. And we're joined by a couple of our friends here as well. I have Uncle Sam and Rosie the Riveter here as well, so we'll have them next to us here. So these are two neat Funko Pops that they came out with a couple of years ago. So in this video, we're going to talk about the most recent news from Funko, and this is the Funko Pop cap that I do every week on every Sunday. There's a ton of news, so this is probably the most news that there has been since I've started doing a video like this. So we're going to get into it in a second, but I do want to say first, this video is sponsored by Mercari, the selling app where you can buy and sell pretty much anything online, which I do, and I buy a lot of my pops from Mercari. So check it out if you don't, if you're not already. All right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
So as some of you may know, last week Funko started what they were calling the Papapalooza. So the Papapalooza is musician oriented, and so they dropped a ton of pop rocks, a ton of musicians and bands and all sorts of Funko Pops last week. So we're going to go through each and every one of them. But first, we're going to start with the first reveal that they had last week, which was the band Green Day. So I remember this band that kind of got big back when I was in high school. You got Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cool. I'll probably be picking them up to join my Pop Rocks collection. Next, they announced DJ Khaled with his We the Best shirt. So now DJ Khaled has his own pop with the red Air Jordans and
a microphone.
Holding a microphone. Yep.
What?
And then some old school R&B. They released Boys to Men now have their own Funko Pops, which is awesome. A lot of really awesome songs. I'll definitely be picking these up. So we got all three of the members of the band, Boys to Men. So they're all in their red jackets, and they're all holding roses and a microphone.
For their birthday.
So they also, next, they released 21 Pilots now has their own pop. There's also a glow-in-the-dark 2-pack that it says limited edition, so I'm not sure where that is going to be shared, or if it's just going to be a common pop with a limited number, limited run. I'm not really interested in the glow-in-the-dark versions, and I may not even get the regular versions. I'm not necessarily a huge fan or very knowledgeable about 21 Pilots, but I know a lot of people are, so they have a pretty large following, so those were released. Continuing with Papapalooza here, they also released from the Beatles here, and when he, I believe, moved into his solo career, we have John Lennon. So we have multiple variants of John Lennon. We have a normal John Lennon, two different common John Lennons, and then him giving the peace sign has a Chase variant, and that's going to be a Funko Shop exclusive, so that is going to be a hot item for sure, especially the Chase. And then there's an Entertainment Earth exclusive kind of psychedelic version of John Lennon, so I think that also is probably going to be a hot pop. I think that may have already dropped for pre-order. Who knows when the Funko Shop John Lennon might drop, so I'll try to pick that up when it does, and I'll probably pick up the common John Lennon as well. So very cool that they have these. And for some reason, we get a second wave of BTS. So I know BTS is huge all over the world. Do you know who BTS is?
Yes, because I'm on YouTube sometimes because I listen to songs. BTS was on there. They were singing Christmas versions, like Jingle Bells, every single song for Christmas.
So again, you know, they have 7 members in the band. So there was a first wave that came out that I passed on. I think may have gone up in value a little bit, but this second wave is a little bit more animated, where most of them are pointing in one direction or the other. For I don't know why.
Doing this one.
Is that maybe that's what they do? Do they point?
No, only if they sing in the song.
Okay, so second wave of BTS, you know, these are more detailed than the first wave, of course, and they look a lot better, I think. But I will probably pass because I'm not necessarily I'm not a BTS fan. But I know a lot of people are.
I am.
You are?
Yes.
You gonna get these?
Yeah.
Next up, one of the bands that I listened to back when I was in high school and was really big during that time, Jonathan Davis, the lead singer of Korn. So they have him in his...
Wait, he sings Korn?
That's the name of the band, is Korn, with a K. You don't know. So Jonathan Davis, the lead singer, so here he is in his iconic purple tracksuit. He's got the eyebrow earring and the long parted hair. I mean, he looks okay as a pop. He's got the sneakers on. I guess you can tell that's Jonathan Davis. You know, because I was a Korn fan, I probably will definitely pick this one up. So another rock band announced. This is a 5-pack. So I've seen pictures of this in an actual 5-pack. This is for Pearl Jam. So the 5 members of Pearl Jam have their own pop now, and so these look really neat, and I'll probably try to pick these up. I believe pre-orders for all of these are available right now, and this is a 5-pack only, so you have to buy them all together for some reason. So I'll probably be picking these up at some point if I can find them for a good price point, since they're all commons, but you have to buy them together for some reason since it's a 5-pack. Next up, we get another second wave of musicians that already have a first wave of pops. This time it is TLC. And so these look really neat. This is in their kind of iconic outfits from I think some of their music videos. The first wave was the Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls outfits. So I have those, and I have one of the chases as well where they're blue. They look like a waterfall. So because I have those, personally, I will probably pass on this second wave unless I come across them at a really great price. But as awesome as TLC is, I don't necessarily need 2 different versions of each of those musicians. So next up, there's a couple more with the Papapalooza announcements. Next up, these are going to be hot items, I guarantee. Jimi Hendrix. So there was a couple Jimi Hendrix pops that came out a couple years ago, and I have both of those. One was just a common, and the other one was an FYE exclusive where he's kneeling with his guitar on fire in front of him, which was really neat. The guitar was a separate piece. This time we have 3 more Jimi Hendrix pops. 2 of them are apparently Funko Shop exclusives, which is interesting. One, him holding his guitar with a different outfit on, which I'll try to pick that one up. Him with the bandana, almost identical face and pose, and that's the common. And then there's another Funko Shop drop, which is more of a psychedelic and apparently blacklight.
Blacklight glow.
Yeah, blacklight. And blacklight glow pops are really hot, especially with the Marvel. Even the DC ones were very hot, but they're not doing as many of those, it seems. But the Marvel blacklight pops have been extremely popular. And so this one is really going to be popular, and it's probably going to sell out pretty immediately. So I'm going to try to get it if it drops, but we'll see. And then we have 4 more plus a chase pops added to the Iron Maiden Eddie line. So Eddie, the album mascot for Iron Maiden, the rock band, they had come out with 4 different Eddies in the past, and we have one of them. I can't remember which one it is, but we just got one. And they kind of signify the different album covers, I believe. And so now we have 4 more different versions of Eddie, and then 1 chase version of Eddie as well. So they're just expanding that line. So these are probably all going to be a pass for me, unless I see the chase in the wild. I might pick that up, but I'm not necessarily so into Iron Maiden that I need all the different Eddie versions, but some people are, and that's great. Funko also revealed some more album covers. So as some of you may know, Funko has produced certain album covers. I think they've done a Lil Wayne cover. They've done a couple other ones, and so now there's 3 more added to the list. The first one that they announced was Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. So this is a really interesting looking pop where he really does look like a madman. He looks like he's got blood on him, and he's just really disheveled. This I'm sure will be popular. It's a common. So it's Funko Pop album number 12. The price point is a little bit higher for Funko Pop albums, obviously because there's extra stuff in it with the album cover in the background and stuff, and you get the pop. I haven't bought any album pop covers yet, and so maybe I will, maybe I won't if I can get it for a good price. Also, we have a Notorious B.I.G. album cover from the album Life After Death. So this is another hot item, I believe. A lot of people are going to try to pick this up. There's quite a few Notorious B.I.G. pops out there. They just dropped a platinum version at Hot Topic, which was a really good seller. And so I'm imagining a lot of people will want to add this to their collection. So again, I may or may not with the pop albums. So the third of the 4 pop albums that Funko had announced, this one is a Hot Topic exclusive. So this is a Ghost album, the Opus Eponymous. So I don't know anything about the band Ghost. I know that they're popular, and Hot Topic has a ton of different Ghost Funko Pops. Many of them are exclusives, which I think we have one. of them, but this is a pop cover album that was announced, which would be a pass for me. And then finally, if I were to buy any of these album covers, this would probably be the one I would actually buy first. We have a Walmart exclusive Elvis Presley Pure Gold album cover. So I don't have any of the original vaulted Elvis Presley. You know who Elvis is? Who's Elvis?
Elvis Presley is a singer. He died in which day? His favorite snack was peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, you're getting way detailed about this. I didn't expect that.
I know.
So this is a Walmart exclusive, and it's already dropped for pre-order. I think it's sold out, and I missed it. So maybe I'll try to pick it up when it comes in the store. But I don't have the original vaulted Elvis Presley Pops, but I do have the 3 most recent commons that they came out with. So that was all of the Papapalooza. So that was a ton of pops that they announced. It was really awesome. It's really great to get some more pop rocks musicians, as we have quite a few in our collection. So there was some other announcements and news this week as well, so we'll kind of get into some of those. So in the sports world, there was actually more sports pops announced this past week than I had ever seen before. So first up, I believe this is a new line, and I don't know if it's going to be numbered as a new line, but we have some boxers. So we have some boxers in pop form. So first up, we have Mike Tyson. So kind of Mike Tyson, young Mike Tyson in his original form, no pose, just standing with boxing gloves. Yeah, his gloves are on. We also have the current young boxer, I think, who just won a championship or 2, Ryan Garcia. So he's in a little bit of a pose with blue and red. Mike Tyson, I'm definitely going to get. These other boxers, which also I'm going to name the last one here, is Julio Cesar Chavez. So definitely a well-known, established boxer, kind of legend. I'll probably pass on the last 2, but I'll definitely be picking up the Mike Tyson. But it's great to see that they're coming out and kind of expanding in the sports world a little bit. And so now we have Funko Pop boxers. Also announced, so last week, Funko had announced that Target was going to be having an event, kind of a nerdy geek out summer event. And so their first announcements from this geek out summer event are kind of Dream Team NBA basketball pops, which is really awesome. So these both dropped already. I picked them both up on Target's website. We got Magic Johnson and Larry Bird with their USA Dream Team NBA uniforms on. Olympic uniforms on, which is really neat. They're both in the same pose, which is fine. I think it's the same pose as their common pop. And as you can see from the picture too, there's kind of some silhouettes for the other Dream Team members that they haven't announced yet. And clearly the one on the far right silhouette is Michael Jordan. He's for some reason the only one that gets his own pose, different pose, but everybody else is in the pose that you see them in. So these again were a must-have for me, and I did pick those up from the Target website. Also announced, there was a baseball pop announced. This time this was Felix Hernandez, the pitcher. And so this is going to be a promotional giveaway, I guess, or maybe you can buy it. I don't know, at the Everett Aqua Sox. I think it's a minor league team. So Funko has they do some Aqua Sox pops. There's the frog, which is the mascot and everything. So this is
gonna have a chase one.
Yeah, so this one has a chase, a glow in the dark chase, which is interesting. Which I don't think they've ever had a chase chase baseball promotional pop before. So I'm sure this one might be popular. This is one that I'm not interested in at all. But if I was at the game, I would probably try to get it. And then lastly, in the sports world, they announced a WWE Pop. This time it's Triple H D-Generation X outfit or version. So he's got the D-Generation X hat and shirt on. And it comes with a SummerSlam pop pin as well. And so this is going to be a GameStop exclusive. So if some of you may have noticed, GameStop has changed their exclusive sticker, and I don't really like it. I don't know if you like it. I'm not a fan. It just kind of seems plain. It just says GameStop exclusive as opposed to the GameStop logo, which used to be the case, and I kind of like that better for some reason. But anyway, so here's Triple H. I'll probably try to pick this one up when it comes out. I think it's available for pre-order now, but I usually wait till it's in store or if I have a coupon or something. So in the Disney corner, so there was one release mentioned for Disney. and it's another art series. So it seems like they release an art series one a week, and I pass on all of them. I'm not a fan of the art series at all. In this case, it's a 2-pack Chip and Dale. So just the regular Chip and Dale, and they have, one's got acorn and leaf prints on them, and the other one's got flower prints. I just really don't like these at all. And so some people might, and that's fine. But I just don't see a need for the art series at all. Do you like them?
No, not a clue.
No. So these are an Amazon exclusive, and I believe it's already dropped for pre-order if you are interested. So Marvel had some announcements. So they had a pretty big announcement with their Spider-Man, the new movie Spider-Man No Way Home, which is coming out, the third Spider-Man.
No.
What?
What, for real?
For real.
Why are they making all these Spider-Mans, the old ones, the new one, now the new one?
The new one.
Yes.
So they announced the pop line for the Spider-Man No Way Home set. So let's take a look at these. So this is the common set.
So they got golden ones too?
Yeah, he's got some different suits. So they apparently in the movie he's going to have some different suits. So there's an advanced upgraded suit. There's a black and gold suit, which looks really neat.
Looks like really good.
And there's an MJ pop. Doctor Strange apparently makes an appearance in this movie, so he has his own pop here in a different pose.
And his girlfriend.
Yeah, Mary Jane. And then I can't remember his name, but he's Peter's friend. So these pops are I think available for pre-release, and I'm sure there's going to be some other exclusives as time goes on for these. So I'll try to pick I try to pick up all the MCU pops. They also announced, and it's up for pre-order, that black and gold pop has a 10-inch variant that is a Target exclusive. I'm not into the 10-inch pops necessarily, and so this one will be a pass for me. Now, in addition to the Spider-Man No Way Home pops, they also announced a classic version of Hawkeye, which looks really awesome. And so it's about time, right? So we've gotten some other classic version Hawkeye. That's what Hawkeye looked like initially in the comic books. Yeah, a lot different. Right?
Weird.
Well, this is the version that I was hoping to get, and so I was able to pre-order him already. He's a PX exclusive. Doesn't seem to be a limited number. Sometimes the PX preview exclusives are a limited number, but this one is not. Now, in the DC realm of Funko Pops, there was a huge announcement. The new Suicide Squad movie, the second movie.
Which one?
Suicide Squad 2.
No, I've heard it.
Never heard. You probably shouldn't have heard of it before. So the second movie did release, and so they released the pops, and there's of course a ton of them. So here's a look at some of the characters from the movie. So we have
that
couple.
Looks like
Corella. It does look like Corella, but that's Harley Quinn. So there's a couple different versions of Harley Quinn. There's an Amazon exclusive with her in a dress, which we've pre-ordered. There's a couple others. Rick Flag at the bottom middle is Peacemaker. I can't remember the guy's name. Idris Elba is the actor that plays the other two pops here. And so there's a Funko Shop exclusive that I think it may be Bloodsport, something like that's his name. But there's a Funko Shop exclusive with an unmasked Idris Elba character, which I'll try to get. There's also a third Harley Quinn, Ratcatcher, Polka Dot Man, and King Shark, who I have a feeling King Shark is probably going to be the character that steals the show with Suicide Squad based on the previews that I saw. They've also come out with, there's going to be a Diamond Edition, Target exclusive Harley Quinn, same pose, same as the common, just has the diamond glitter on it, which is always a pass for me.
And they got a t-shirt.
And it comes with a t-shirt, which is neat, but not enough for me to justify the extra price, so I'll be passing on that one. And then they also have some keychains that they announced. So there's 4 Suicide Squad keychains, and then also some mystery minis. So I like
those.
You like those?
I like mystery minis.
I used to collect the keychains and the mystery minis for some lines, but I've stopped and have sold.
Stopped doing it.
I stopped doing it, and
he's going to build it back up.
No, I'm not going to build it back up. I've sold quite a few of the keychains and minis that I have, and I still have quite a few more to sell. So the last line that I wanted to mention something about, was animation. So there was some reveals and drops this week. So from Dragon Ball Z, there was a Meijan Buu holding a really large ice cream cone with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 scoops. 12. I count 12, maybe 13 scoops of ice cream. That's ridiculous.
How is he supposed to eat all of that?
Well, Meijan Buu, if you know, right, likes food. So he's there holding ice cream, and he comes with a t-shirt as well. This is a GameStop exclusive. Again, it's not that much of a variant for me that I would pick up, and definitely not with the added price of having a t-shirt. So if it ever goes on sale, clearance or something at GameStop, maybe I'll pick it up, but it's a pass to begin with for me.
I agree.
And then there was a new line of South Park Pops that were announced. So we haven't seen a new South Park Pop in a little while. So this was, I believe, I think it's called the Stick of Truth series, where the characters are dressed kind of like Dungeons and Dragons cosplay. So there's kind of some of the four, I think Kyle, Stan, Cartman, and Butters. And then there's the elementary school kind of pop home, along with the PC principal. So for me, I have a lot of the South Park Pops. I used to watch South Park years ago, and it's something you should never watch. So I'm probably going to skip the 4 Stick of Truth Pops, and I'll probably pick up the elementary school with the PC principal, because that's a new character in the pop form. And then the last 2 of these announcements, one's anime and the other one's television, but they were both Funko Shop drops. So always want to mention the Funko drops from the previous week. So from the Avatar: The Last Airbender, which you like that show, I think, right?
Yes.
So Aang in a crouching pose was a Funko Shop exclusive. That dropped this previous week. I was able to snag one of those, but it did sell out. And then also Star Trek Spock holding a cat dropped, and I think that one's still available because it's Spock holding a cat. So those were all the actual pop releases, but finally the last bit of news that came out last week is Funkon. So Funkon, I guess Funkon with a K, is happening this summer, and I guess that's taking the place of San Diego Comic-Con, or maybe this is a new thing, but this is 2021 Summer Funkon in California. So there's a live and a virtual event for this, and tickets already went on sale. The virtual tickets were free. I did not get it. I came to it after the fact, and it was already sold out, which makes sense. This is where they have like Freddy Fun Days, I think, and there's a lot of games and prizes and things given out. And if you were lucky enough to get a virtual ticket, you'll be able to experience some of those events virtually. So maybe next year I'll be able to do this, but if you were able to get it, congrats, and hope you have a good time. It's important to note that the con exclusives are still going to be available through a lottery. So if you missed out on the Funkon tickets, that has nothing to do with the lottery. So you still have a chance to be in the lottery whenever they announce when that's going to happen, where you can register. And then they'll probably select a certain number of collectors at random, and then you'll be able to shop like they have the previous cons. So that is it. That's the news from the previous week. So again, thank you for watching. This is, this 4th of July, 2021.
I wish you have a great summer, get in the pools, and watch some fireworks.
Yeah, let's watch some fireworks, have a hot dog, hamburger, or both. What do you put on your hamburger?
Ketchup and mayo.
Ketchup and mayo?
Not mayo. Mustard. Mustard.
Oh, mustard?
Yeah. What do you put on? The same thing?
Mustard and ketchup.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So again, thank you for watching. Happy 4th of July. And also, just so you know, we also have an unboxing video today, a special 4th of July unboxing video right after this. So check it out, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.